Well, hey guys, welcome back to the Bass Piper channel. Welcome back, Rumble. Hey guys, I'm just sitting here in my garage today and having me. Now, I know I'm supposed to be going over to my pipes, but I am enjoying a new cigar for Bass Piper. It is Leather Rose. Now, I know that chick don't look too good, but this was given to me. This is a Torpedo, a Torpedo that was given to me. When I say given, I had to buy it, but the guy picked it out for me at my brick and mortar that I went by a couple of weeks ago, right before I ordered my Neptune cigars that I'm still waiting on. And he said, Wade, you might like this. Now, Greg, Tunnel Take, this is what he told me about this. As you can see, it has a lot of smoke, paretha of smoke, which I like. I like a creaminess. It's got a creaminess. It says it's supposed to have some pepper. I haven't got to the pepper yet. But I just lit this up. But Greg, the sales guy in the store told me, he said, try this. He says, this will give you an essence of pipe tobacco. And for me, so far, it does have a little bit of a pipe tobacco aroma. And it's got an undisclosed filler, so I'm wondering if it's pipe tobacco of some sort. I thought this was a flavored cigar, and when I got home, I stuck it in my flavored little canister that I have just for a few flavored infused cigars that I have. But when I went to read the reviews, I was misled. It's not. It is a non-flavor. It is a natural cigar, but it has a sweet tip on it, which basically is a sugarcane type tip, just to add a little sweetness to the end of the cigar. I found out if you don't like that, you just get you a wet paper towel, just wring it out, and just lightly rub over any sweet tips. Just do this, just real light, because you don't want to break the wrapper. It takes some of that off. And now I don't mind it, but Greg, you might want to try this one. It's by Drew Estates, and they make a series. This one's called Leather Rose, and they make a something Betty, and I can't remember all these names. You just got to look them up. But the Leather Rose, it's a Maduro, not a Maduro wrapper. This undisclosed binder, and I think Nicaraguan for for the filler, but I think Nicaraguan for the binder, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But you can look it up. But this cigar is good. So I just want to get on here and debut this one. This was a new one that he wanted me to try. And he gave me a new one by, let me see now. Bass Piper's getting a brain fart. It's a Connecticut shade by, who is it by? I can't think of it. If I do in the video, I'll let you know. But he said, if you like the San Latano by A.J. Fernandez, you'll like this. Oh yeah. La Roma de Cuba, I think is the name of it. One of them fancy names, the La da Roma de Cuba, whatever it's called there. They came out with a Connecticut shade, and he said if you like the San Latano, because they were out of the San Latanos at my brick and mortar, he said try this one. This is going to be it's right close to it. So I haven't tried it yet, but those are the only two new ones that he really gave me. When I was in the brick and mortar, I picked up another Diamond Crown. I picked up the La Roma de Cuba. Maybe that's what it's called, La Roma de Cuba. Connecticut shade that is like the next thing to a San Latano. AJ Fernandez San Latano. And he said, hey man, try this by Drew Estates, and this leather rose. He says it'll give you a pipe tobacco smell and taste. So, this here's pretty good. Greg, you might want to try it, buddy. Hey, anything's worth a shot one time. I know everybody's palate's different, but I happen to think about you, Greg, when he said pipe tobacco, because I know that Steve Saka, has the ones out there like $16 a stick. I think the number one, he's got them in numbers, but the number one cigar in that series of pipe tobacco is the aromatic one. In fact, I think Flat Cap Piper and Lady Fire did a review several months back on the line of the pipe tobacco cigars. So, but this one here is nice. I mean, it is a really nice cigar. As I'm telling you, it's nice. My ash is dropping. But thank you guys for those that have commented yesterday on my video. I think I titled it, Can I Rant? You probably thought at the end that Bass Piper was possessed with something, but I didn't realize when I did the preaching how loud it was, and it just kind of woof. When I played it back, I'm going, oh no. They'll blow people slam out of their house if they've got it cranked up on their home system. But sorry for the loudness, guys. I've never been known to have a soft voice, and sometimes, and then when you have dealt with speaking to a father that's basically been deaf for about 6 or 7 years, even with his hearing aids in, it becomes a habit. I got to catch myself. Mrs. Bass Piper's always told me, and is always telling me, tone it down and use your inside voice. I said, I am using my inside voice. She said, no, you're not. So nobody has any problem hearing me. Let me put it that way. I've had a lot of people in church tell me, preacher, you're the only preacher I know in a long time that's never had to have a microphone because of my projection. But speaking to a deaf man for several years, I remember my mother when she was living and my grandmother when she was living, and grandmama lived at the house with my mom for several, probably 20, 25 years. She fell and broke her hip in her 70s, and she came to live with my mother, and she was still with my mom until my mom had to put her in a nursing home towards the end of my grandmother's life. I think grandmama was about 98, 97 when she passed away, or 99, I can't remember. I think maybe 98, 99. And I remember so much, Mama had to yell and scream at my grandmother so much to get her until Mama was talking loud. So I know where she's at, because I'll go see my dad in a nursing home, and I got to close the door, and the poor guy beside him, he's 92, 93. And you got to always speak loud. And Dad's got both of his little monitor hearing aids in, and he still can't understand what you're saying. He's telling you everything but what you said. Then you get a little frustrated after you repeat the same thing 6 times. And then you don't realize your volume is going up even more. So I noticed since I'm doing the iMovie with my videos, I have to sometimes I always play it back 2 or 3 times, and in the iMovie you can set volume. And there was one I had to redo. I put it out there, but then I had to take it back down and reload it again to turn the volume down, because if you had it on VU meters, I was pegging it, didn't realize it was coming out distorted in some things, and especially the ones that I do inside the house. Now out here is not too bad in the garage because it's just a more open space, but anyway, I just wanted to get on here for a few minutes, and I hadn't planned on making a video this morning, but then I just got the notion, man, I hadn't tried that leather rose, but Bass Piper's going to get back to his pipes. I'm waiting to start my little series, and I'm going to start it probably last week, probably Thanksgiving week, and go through my Christmas pipes that I got. And Miss Bass Piper's let me order my 2023 Savinelli Christmas pipe. I won't tell you which one it is yet, but I just placed an order for one of the last Peterson Phoenix pipes for Christmas for me. That the Pipe Nook, Eddie came on, did a video if you didn't see it. He did one, and I think he's got 4 pipes left, guys, of his series, of the Phoenix series. If you've never tried one of the Phoenix series, now they're 9mm pipes, but they are beautiful pipes, and they're nice for the price point. Now, I think Eddie popped them up a little higher. His last 4, they're $95? They used to be, I think, $88, I think. But he probably had to pop them up a little. Maybe the stuff went up on him. But evidently they're getting rid of the acrylic stem color and material they can't get anymore, and he's not going to change the colors and keep it going. So this will be a limited edition. If you've got any Phoenix, they're not going to be anymore. Now, if he comes out with something else down the road, there'll be something else. But I wanted to get one more. I got 2. I got the 02, and I got the, I think the 68 number in the Peterson. But I said all that to say this. If you don't have one, get one before they're gone. He's got 2 straights and 2 bent. And one's almost like a Savinelli 673, what we call our Friday Savinellis. But beautiful rustication or sandblast, and kind of like the Dairy series. It's just in a maroon color and got that reddish maroonish stem on it. And the only difference is in the Phoenix, because of the price point, is that they don't have the sterling silver bands that you're used to seeing with all the Petersons. This one's kind of like a silver gold like little band, but it's probably stainless steel. It's not silver. But Eddie Gray did a good job with that. So Eddie, if you should see this, buddy, you did a good job. And sorry to see him go, man. I mean, this will be my 3rd one. So, and I have my Dairy series with Peterson, so I'll showcase all of that down the road when I get to my Petersons. But I didn't want to smoke too many pipes on my videos before I started, because then I'd have to start it all over again. So maybe it's a good thing I did have this today. It just dawned on me that, Thanksgiving is only 2 weeks away. I mean, we are getting ready to start the holiday season again, guys. Can you believe this? Wow. I feel like we just took the tree down. Now we're going to put, now Mama Bass Piper goes, we got 3 trees to put up this year. I'm going, holy smoke. She says, now, anytime you feel like it, you can start getting the stuff down. Now, she's starting early. One thing about women, Miss Bass Piper starts watching all of these ladies on these YouTube channels with home decorating and all this kind of stuff, and they're already setting up Christmas stuff, and of course it's getting her in the mood. Now normally we start Black Friday. We start right after Christmas, day after Christmas, start getting stuff down, and usually by that next week of Thanksgiving, that last week of November, we usually have our Christmas stuff up before the first day of December. I have a feeling, guys, we're going to have stuff up probably before Thanksgiving, the way it's going. So all that stuff, if you can see behind me, I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me see. Yeah, you see all them boxes and totes and all this stuff back here in the back, and then I got stuff all down here, and man, I'm telling you, we just got it everywhere. And but I'll tell you the truth, I love the Christmas season. And let me say this too, this has got a great, excellent construction and draw to it. And let me bring you a little closer, guys. I'm getting all, since I moved you. But my chair, as I rock a little, it keeps wanting to turn. And so, but great construction and draw with this cigar. I think these will run you around the $8 mark. At least it is in a brick and mortar. I don't know what they are online, but somewhere around, probably about $8 online, maybe around $8.50 in the brick and mortar, give or take. But a good cigar. And so anyway, it looks like Bass Piper will be getting the Christmas stuff down and getting ready to start on that. And so anyway, just want to get on here. It's been 17 minutes and let you guys know I appreciate your support. Sorry for the rant yesterday. I was getting I'll tell you, I was irritated. Not that you couldn't tell. Between the UPS thing and this YouTube thing, Greg, thank you for that comment, buddy. And that's probably, I thought maybe that might be what's going on. That I've had a troll or I've had somebody that didn't like a comment that maybe I made on the video or something. I don't know, but evidently she said it popped up. Now, I don't know if it had any YouTube authenticity to it or any kind of YouTube stamp or whatever. She just saw that and told me. So I don't know if it's YouTube or not. I'll tell you guys, with so much scamming and garbage out here, you don't know what's right and what's wrong anymore. And what you might take as a scam is the truth, So then you got to backpedal and apologize for whatever because you thought it was a scam. So you can't win for losing out here. But just so much meanness, so much evilness, it's ramping up. It is ramping up. And but guys, I tell you, we do need to try to do our best, and hopefully through politics, if that could ever happen, we got to get some things turned around in our country, and we're going south quick. And sometimes, Bass Piper, even though I'm a preacher, I'm still human, and it agitates me as well at times. And sometimes your closest family is the ones you vent on. So you're my YouTube family. So sometimes I have to vent to you guys, and I listen to y'all's rants. And but anyway, guys, I hope y'all have a great weekend. I probably won't be on no more till next weekend sometime, or next week sometime. But until we meet again, hey, relax, have your pipe or your cigar. This is a good cigar. And staying well lit. I keep telling you, the cheaper cigars, to me, do 10 times better than the expensive ones. And when I say cheap, I'm talking your $5 to $8 sticks seem to do great. then sometimes you're $12 and $15 and $10 sticks. I'm usually fighting them all the way, a lot of times. But some of it I use my fan, and my fan oscillates just to keep the smoke out, keep everything circulated in here. But until we meet again, relax, have your pipe or your cigar, and don't forget the many blessings of God that He puts on your life each and every day. And God loves you. I love you. And until we see you again, y'all take care. Bye-bye.